morning. How are you?
My name is Luanga.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, from Oksano, Uganda, and today we are here in your office to have your commentary on a few things that are going around in the country.
Yeah.
Today we start with the Computer Misuse Act. It was a private member's bill. I remember very well, by Muhammad Sedeko, and then people came out to say this was not right for Parliament to do this. And here we are, the court is saying, yes, it was wrong. What is the government stand on that very?
The act was there, first of all. The Computer Misuse Act 2011 was already in existence. So the private members bill was an amendment trying to strengthen the existing act. So that's what rose to the Computer Misuse Amendment Act 2023. I think 2023. First of all, some people went to court. They were not happy with some of the clauses. And the court, in its own wisdom, decided to annul those clauses, but also on technical grounds, court also ruled that the bill was passed without quorum. Yes. I've been
speaking a lot of nonsense, speaking a lot of the other, abusing you, and the other.
You are free to talk anyhow, whether it will catch up with them. Because at one of these days, with the you said something which you didn't say.
Yeah, sure.
We are now fighting misinformation and disinformation.
Okay.
We are fighting impersonation.
Okay.
You know, and this law was very clear that this computer here, can you use it objectively? Can you use it profitably? Because what they annulled is, for instance, forwarding malicious information.
Yeah.
Because it was, if you forwarded malicious information, the originator and you who forwarded, you will all be what?
Yeah,
you will all be charged.
Yeah, if
Exactly.
You remember very well, we had a defamation case way back.
Yes.
Who studied journalism, Charles Onyango and Andrew. The court decision on the very same aligns with what exactly they say in this one again.
Exactly.
So we are wondering why court is saying the other way and government is on the other side. So
For us as government, our work, first of all, is to formulate policies, to implement policies, to regulate, to regulate whatever is taking place. So, what we are doing is to ensure we have a peaceful environment under which freedom of expression and speech can thrive. And we shall continue looking for that, and we shall ensure.
And the court will continue to say you're breaking the law.
Yeah. The courts can say we are breaking the law, and we'll bring another law. You know, you're getting me. Because the courts are not the final in their own. First of all, the courts implement the laws which we put in place. So, what I'm appealing to the public is the law is necessary. That Computer Misuse Act is very, very necessary. Or else we are going to breed a population here which is totally disorganized. Immorality will increase. Because here, for instance, we have the anti-homosexuality bill.
Yes.
But now, you just see people are still pushing in a lot of material on social media, on the same.
And no one has been arrested for that.
Exactly, and now those are the things. No, because you don't want anybody to be arrested. That's why you are celebrating when the law is squashed. And we are saying, as a country, those are our morals. We are not going to compromise.
All right.
And this one being Hope TV, really, and I think it's Christian founded.
Yeah, of course. That
Exactly, you should support us.
yes.
You should support us in our
Breeding etiquette in the people.
exactly.
Okay.
Why don't you support us? So you shouldn't also celebrate when this law
The reason why we are
is
here,
being
we
squashed
wanted
by
to know
court.
The government stand on this. Are they leaving it there as the court
No,
decides?
we are consulting with the Attorney General, and to be sincere to you, we are not going to let it pass.
Okay.
But Attorney General is going to advise on the next step forward, because first of all, Attorney General can decide and appeal the decision of the court, but he can also advise, and we introduce another law, a new law, totally, completely new law, complete new law, but covering the same
Finally, on
issues.
that, court has come out very many times to talk about quorum in parliament on something else. Remember the first that we had on him, homosexuals, was put aside because of quorum. The very same on this one, it is also put in there. Why is it like that in parliament? We are wondering.
I think the other one, if I can remember very well, the speaker based on attendance, on their attendance list, and not on physical counting. Because by the time we started discussing the law, the quorum was there.
Okay.
And the speaker didn't bother to check whether the number was still the same. Yeah, and that's where I think some very bright person, those ones who are against the law.
Will the problem become persistent every time for us to have laws put aside because of the very same mistakes they do there?
Not really, because there are so many bills which have been passed, and when quorum is there, probably that day was a bad day for Parliament. Yeah.
All right, thank you very much, Honorable Minister. Now, we run very fast to the new. It is going to be a law after the President assents to it, the copyright.
Yeah.
We have some group celebrating and another group condemning the celebrant, saying what you do not know what you're celebrating. Can you tell a Ugandan now, the one who is watching, who are the real creators?
Well, because the word creatives comes from, I believe, comes from the word create. And to create, you must bring something new
every time,
and unique.
Some do recreation.
Exactly. So some are doing, some have been doing recreation.
Okay.
if we can look at it biblically. But I think this law is now going to separate the boys from the men. So that and it's also going to pay for hard work. Hard work.
Okay.
It's going to pay for hard work. And if you look at the general situation, the artists were very happy because there were very many in Parliament.
Yeah,
and they have been pushing for it. Because for us here, we are in the digital artists.
Yes.
So we were somehow co-sponsors of the bill.
All right.
We have followed it very well. But I think it is now a high time that creatives start earning what they are worth, and they start benefiting from their works. But also the law, I think one of the important aspects of the law is now trying to align our laws with the international laws, other international standards. Because you have seen Nigerian music here being played. Some people now are using even the lyrics to put there their own words.
Yes.
You're getting me? But all that is wrong.
Okay.
You are not supposed to use someone's lyrics to also say you are an artist and you start playing your own what? Music. All those are now, the law is handling all that. In simple terms.
Okay.
I'm not a legal man, so I'm not going to go into legal terms.
In the enforcement, don't you think that these lose out on something, because I do not know the truth about it, that if they find you using the content of that person unpaid for, police might come in.
Oh, yes.
So many bars will have to close down at our weddings. We
Yeah.
are seated, the DJ is putting in something, and the police arrives for that.
No, 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 no. You know, there are some. I think we have to separate the situation. You may be on a wedding and someone, an MC, is just entertaining people. You're getting me? That one may not,
So
police may not, yes, yes, they may not arrest you.
Okay.
But you cannot produce music commercially using someone's what? Lyrics.
Yeah.
No, no, it's not possible. But you know, there are these MCs, there are these, what do you call them? These ones who make fun. Comedians. I don't think the law will go to that extent. But if you're an artist,
I think it looks at the intent.
oh yes,
The
it also look at the intent,
Yeah.
the reason to why you are doing that. Okay. But you also know that there are some people who can get Paul Cafero's lyrics and put in their own words and produce a song. You're getting me? And it also becomes a hit. Are you looking at that?
Making Cafero lose out and for them getting
Exactly.
Okay.
And the law is saying, no, 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 no. Even when Kafir is no longer alive, he has an estate. Yeah. He has children. He has relatives. They should benefit from that. And you should go to them and they give you permission to use his what? To use his relics. Then where probably it's going to be a bit tricky is when when the law says for a TV station like Hope TV to play
a song from a certain choir.
Exactly. That choir must benefit because you are people are watching you.
Yes.
People
and they are enjoying
and
they are getting viewership.
Exactly.
And for them they are seated there. But of course,
exactly.
I look like it looks like we are promoting them. When I put their song on my TV or in my program as the Sunspire now, the people will have to watch and say, "Oh, that song is good," and we have to look.
And then,
and that is how
but the law is saying, look, then you must be in agreement
that I should play that song for them to benefit.
Oh yes, to promote. Exactly.
That is what the trick is.
That's where the trick is. And the only thing I can look at that law. First of all, it's going to pay for hard work.
Yeah,
Two, it's aligning our laws with the international standards.
yeah, that is great.
Then I can see one challenge, that the people who will benefit most are the big boys. And when I'm talking about the big boys, are those artists who are already established. Legendary. The Chameleons, the Bebekos, the Kenzos, those old guys, the Segawas, those artists like the Segawas, the Marion Dagires, the Sengubuges, you know, those big guys. Exactly. Because all those things now will end.
Exactly. I do not know how
Exactly.
regulations are going to work on that.
Exactly.
Okay. Maybe as we leave that, now we are uncertain about the local government leadership. I'm talking about 1 and 2, because we've heard several voices from the Minister of Finance saying we do not have money to give you to do that. The Electoral Commission is coming out to say, for us, we've not received any instruction on how we're supposed to do this, and that is why up to now we do not have a roadmap concerning the LC polls. And many people out there, there is a friend friend of ours called Saulengo in Nansana. Every time he calls saying, and Kati Njakala wa LOC, ebya kansala byaganye, and we are not certain of when this is going to be held. And of course, we are hearing you people from government saying that this is going to happen before May. What is government stand on this, and where are we heading?
First of all, Electoral Commission has a roadmap.
Already out?
Oh yes, because the roadmap was presented to Cabinet.
Okay.
The budget was presented to Cabinet.
Yes.
55 billion. And the Minister of Finance was directed to look for the money.
Okay.
And the extension is up to 30th of June.
Okay.
Yes, the extension which was made by, by Minister of Local Government,
yes,
was up to 30th of June. I would like to assure Ugandans that by 30th of June, we shall have new castles. Yes, both LOCs and women castles. And there will not be any other extension. I think the only, now what is being done is harmonization of the budget. Because Minister of Finance is saying, look, yes, we can finance, but not to this tune.
Oh.
And this is what we have. And we Electoral Commission should work within that. Because, and I think Minister of Finance also had a point.
Yeah.
Because they're saying, we have a register.
Yeah.
Why do we update another register?
No, because
the
way they are conducted, that is where I was going. Of course, they have to go back and write another register for everyone who stays in that village to be able to vote. And again, another question that comes in, the money for what? Because here we are going to see people lining up.
Now,
there is nothing to transport, ballots, whatever.
That's what Minister of Finance is trying to look into. He's saying some of these activities, I think, are not what necessary, because we are going to line up.
Very well.
And I think it's good now you also see it. So exactly. So yes. I think very soon both Minister of Finance and the Electoral Commission will harmonize the budget.
Okay.
But Minister of Finance is saying, please work within what we will be able to mobilize, and that's all. As soon as that is done, then the roadmap will be rolled out with a few adjustments. But otherwise, Electoral Commission presented a roadmap to Cabinet, and Cabinet said it was okay, approved it. So there will be adjustments, because when it was supposed, the starting date has already passed.
Because that is the
yes.
date.
But what I can assure the Ugandans is, we shall have elections before 30th of August, 30th of June. Okay. Because that's when the current extension expires. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much. For the next person, I think they have understood very well. Now, omulabi waffe lwali tukuweereza nga tusinziira wano mu office ya Minister Godfrey Kabyanga, Minister owa ICT, Minister of State for ICT, nga abadde atunnyonnyola ku nsonga 3 enkizo computer misuse eryo kooti lye yakagoba gye buvuddeko, era nga abantu bangi bali mu kubanga bajaguza mu kiseera kino nga bagamba nti babawonyeza olunderebu lw'etteeka, so nga ate era waliwo n'etteeka epya ku biyiiye eririndiridde omukulembeze w'eggwanga okubanga ate aliteekako omukono. Kakati embeera eyo buli omu ayogera bibye, naye minisita atuwadde sitandi yaabwe agamba nti baalireetedde mu nkola entuufu ey'okulaba nga abantu baganyulwa mu ekyo kye bakola. Olw'ekyo kitegeeza nti buli omu etteeka lino bw'aba akyali kubaganyako empawa bajja kuba bulungi nga bagenze maaso n'okuba nga batereeza. N'asembayo n'ensonga ey'abakulembeze aba LC ategeezezza nti nga gavumenti bo baayisa dda buli kimu era balindiridde nkwatagana eriwo wakati w'akakiiko k'ebyokulonda awamu ne minisitule y'ebyensimbi nga baagala okubaako be bajjamu olw'ensonga oba enkola akalulu kano engeri gye kayisibwamu. Abazungu abamondooza bakiyita modus operandi, enkola abakulu bano nti tulayininga up ensimbi nnyingi tezeetaagisa kuba tewali ballot materials zigenda kubanga zitambuzibwa nti bwe banaba bakkaanyiza before June 30th. So kakati kitegeeza nti kyawukanako katono ku kye tumanyi nti by May kubanga gavumenti eno empya egenda kubanga erayira mu buyinza mu mwezi ogwa May. Kati kitegeeza nti by June ensonga eno ejja kubanga ekwasaganyiziddwa bulungi nnyo okusinziira ku bigambo bya minisita. Njagala kuzeewa minisita atuwe ebigambo bye ebisembayo ayogereko eri eggwanga olwo nno ate naffe tujja kusiibula.
Yes.
Tukoze samale y'ebintu byaffe nga bwe bigenda maaso era mu Uganda abadde abirindiridde. Ebigambo ebyo ebisembayo njagala obikole mu Luganda.
Kati abalabi baffe bonna aba Hope TV embalamuziza ate ndi wano n'abanange bano baze wano kumbuuza ku bintu bitonotonomu. Ekisooka etteeka lino erya Computer Misuse Act tteeka ddungi nnyo kubanga kati ebintu ebiri ku mitimbagano wano biyinza kutyobala eddembe ly'abantu ate bali babadde bagamba oba etteeka tirikkiriza abantu kwogera kyonna kye beetaaga, naye ate etteeka eryo bwe riba nga tiririiwo ati ebintu biri ku mitimbagano kuno ebirala bya buseegu bijja kwonoona baana baffe, ebirala bireetawo obutakkiriziganya n'abantu, biri so sectarian, biyinza kutobola ki eddembe lyaki eggwanga. So that's why twaliteekawo, naye kooti nga bwe yeesazeewo tulinze Attorney General kyanatugamba, naye ndowooza ayina options bbiri, either kugenda mu Supreme Court to appeal or tuleete etteeka eddala ku nsonga y'emu. So tukyamulinze ffe nga ministry kubanga yeesabawolereza waki wa gavumenti. Ebya copyright etteeka twaliyisaamu ate etteeka ddungi kubanga amateeka ag'amawanga ag'ebweru gabadde tegakwatagana n'etteeka lyaffe. Kati tukoze realignment, kati ndowooza abayimbi baffe n'abalala nabo bajja kutandika kufuna mu kuyiiya. Omuntu ne bw'aba oluyimba lw'omuyimbi wa wano alututa ebweru ajja musasula, aba afunamu. Ne wano abantu bonna bayiiyi bajja kuteekamu amaanyi kubanga kati etteeka lino lireetawo omuntu ajja kusasulwa kuviira ku kuyiiya kwe, kusinziira ku kuyiiya kwe. Exactly, afune. Kati abayiiyi bajja kuteeka obwongo mu buyiiyi kubanga babadde bali mu mizanyo. Omuntu aleeta akozesa AI kuyiiya ate naleeta naye kyetaaga oyiiye balabe nti oli muyiiyi. Yo AI si ye yayiiye kubanga ebya AI obijja ku balala kubanga yo AI ekozesa data. Naye kati eno kyetaaga data original gwe keninnyini ng'oli muyiiyi. So ndowooza ekyo nakyo eryoteeka ddungi bano abayiiyi bano ba big boys bano abo bajja kufunamu nnyo kati abatandika nabo bajja kuteekamu amaanyi mangi ate okulonda kw'abeerosi agala bategeeza kujja kubeerayo at least kyemanyi ennaku z'omwezi 3 ogw'omukaaga nga tigunatuuka kiyinza kubeerayo even mu Gwokutaano so abantu babeere bakakamu ate abalabi baffe ba Hope TV njagala basaba nti eggwanga lino ggwanga lyaffe tulyagale ate tulikolere bw'obuuza gavumenti oba ekukoledde ki tukubuuza naawe ogikoledde ki kakati twetaaga ffe bannayuganda twagale eggwanga lyaffe Uganda tukole buli omu akole kubanga responsibility ya buli omu kukola ate kulaba nti enkulakulanya y'eggwanga naawe kennyini olinamu kukoze eki kutaddemu muzukuke buli omu azukuke agenda akole ku makya abanga alina kyakola ki kyakola
omulabi waffe ensonga bwezityo bwe zitambudde twagala okwebaza kubanga ate obaddeko ng'ogoberera mwebale nnyo mwebalire ddala ate tusisinkane mu mbeera eddako.